Hi, this is Dr. Grace, continuing with the topic on successful marriage. This is primarily for people who are about to get married or people who are in early stages of marriage, but it can really apply to all of us, no matter how many years you have behind your marriage. The first thing that you want to do is get to know your spouse. And there are different things to know about your spouse. And this is not in the order of importance. But first, get to know the physical part of your spouse. Are there any health issues? That's very important to know. Are there any complications or are there any medications that they take? And it's really good to know so that you can choose the right food, right diet, and just to be on a lookout for anything that could really make things worse. So that's good to know. Health issues. Are they very healthy and they're athletic? And maybe they like certain kind of sports that they enjoy. Ideally, it will be great if you can join and enjoy the sports together. It could be running, biking, swimming, playing tennis. But if it's something that you yourself don't enjoy, be ready to let them still go out and enjoy the sport. You don't have to demand that they give up their hobby because you are not into it. So keep in mind, a supportive spouse would let them go and enjoy their sports. The next thing to be aware of is their mental ability. Now, when I say mental ability, I'm really talking about learning styles. What is their learning style? Or rather, what is their strength and weaknesses in their learning style? And I talked about it in some other video. Are they auditory? Are they visual? Are they more hands-on kind of people? And depending on their strength, there's also that weakness that you may notice. And if you have different strengths and different weaknesses, it could become a point of argument, but it's actually something you can complement each other. So somebody who's more visual can do more of the writing, or a more auditory person can do more of the talking on the phone with some people with the services. Either way, be aware of the strengths and weaknesses. It will be really good to be able to complement each other's strengths and weaknesses. And it's a wonderful way of making it into a teamwork. Now, the next thing is temperament. It's really another word for emotional reactiveness. Is your spouse extrovert and they just let you know how they feel? Or are they introvert, they keep to themselves? Now, when somebody is an introvert and you can't see or read what they are feeling, that doesn't mean they don't feel it. They are feeling it just as much as somebody who is expressing it in an extrovert way. So be aware of the style of reacting emotionally. And once you do know the style of reacting, you can respond appropriately. Instead of running into the situation and being confused, just be aware and learn their style of reacting to different things that arouses emotions. And last but not least is social. It's good to know the family history of your spouse. And depending on the history, there are good parts of the history. There are bad parts of history. It's good to know them. And especially family of origin and the parents and siblings, their relationships. And if you're aware of these things, it will really help you as you get along, because you have to get along, and you becoming part of their family, you add a new dynamic. Hopefully, you will add to the family dynamic in a very good way, and it will really add to the family gatherings. And there is a lot to be said about all of these things. But today I will just end with get to know your spouse in the different areas that I mentioned today. And it will really help you to smooth out in the journey and be able to enjoy each other. God bless you, and especially God bless your marriage.